Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm so glad you all are here. I'm glad we're able to be together. I'm going to invite you to turn to somebody you haven't seen in a while and wish them Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Larry. Haven't seen you all week. Do you need a prayer book? Oh, you got one. Cool. No pressure to use it. I just want to make sure you had one. Thanks for doing that. Our community feels like the holiest place to be right now with each other, so I appreciate it. I'm going to start with a prayer written by a Rabbi Paul Kipnis and then rewritten by Rabbi Asher Knight to help us through this time. Holy One of Compassion, guide us with your radiant light to illuminate the path ahead through these times of uncertainty. Grant us strength like the heroes of old, and hope in the face of worry, and courage in the midst of fear. Lead us as you did Noah and Naamah, who swiftly prepared for unforeseen days, constructing an ark, gathering animals, and collecting seeds to sow a future yet unknown. Help us recognize that despite our fears, we must unite, anticipating turbulent weather so all our arks may sail above the rising tides and weather the storms yet to come. Hold our children close as you embraced our ancient ancestors who grappled for meaning when their world shattered. May our hearts remain open, and may our love and wisdom inspired by their devotion guide us through this era and teach us that through love, we can overcome even the most crippling worries, anxieties, and fears. Source of wonder and life, guide us with loving kindness to plan with care, laugh with abandon, and hope with unwavering faith. Together, we will find our way, unified and strong. Light the candles together. Often, I think I've told you all this story before. My bubby used to, when she would light the candles, she would sort of set an intention And then she would stop and offer prayers of her own after the candles were lit. So I'm going to light the candles, we'll sing the prayer, and then I'm going to invite you to spread whatever light you think needs to be spread through the words of your heart this evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We are going to keep welcoming Shabbat with a song with the Chadodi, which is on page 14. I don't know if you all are feeling this, but I'm holding a lot of cognitive dissonance right now. Shabbat, which is supposed to be a joyous moment, feeling a little less than joyous this week and these last couple of weeks. But as I mentioned on Simchat Torah, as I will continue to mention, our strength, our resilience lies in celebrating the pieces of Judaism that keep us, that hold us. And Shabbat, as we know from, everything, the Torah is the thing that, that keeps the Jewish people, and we keep Shabbat. So we're going to continue doing that because it feels like the way out is through with our Judaism right now. Lela lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat nekabela la. Lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem tiferet v'litchila la, Lecha dodi, likra kala, B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki hi mekor habaracha. Mirosh mikadam nasucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat chila la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela hitoreri kiva orech kumiori uri shir daberi Kevod Adonai lechni la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala Gam v'simcha u'v'tzola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela la 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 Lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela. We are going to continue with the Baruch Hu, which you will find on page 17. I'm going to invite you to rise. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. And our blessing gives us strength and makes our visions clear. And our blessing gives us peace and the courage to dare. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. I invite you to be seated. So we're going to try the alternative Ahavat Olam on the top of page 21, the Rami Shapir, the Unending Love. We've never done that one together, but I feel like you all have, some of you may have done that before. Oh, wait, maybe we did that with Rebecca too when she was here in March. That's right. Yeah, that's the one. To me, the answer to all of this seems to be more love and keeping our hearts open. So that's what we're going to try. So this piece goes, we are love, 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 by unending love and unending love. We are love, love, loved by unending love and unending love. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are love, love, love. love, by unending love and unending love. We are love, 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 by unending love and unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak for meeting. We are love, 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 by unending love and unending love. We are love, 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 by unending love and unending love. I invite you to take a deep breath and tap into the oneness of our community, of the Holy One, of yourself, and join me for Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. Bottom of 24. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We're going to continue with Micha Mocha on page 25. Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נעתר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לבני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. We're going to continue with Hashkivenu. I think everybody the last several weeks has been relying on different parts of prayers or different things that sort of ground us. This has been mine since Sukkot. Building a shelter of peace is what I'm praying for. And I know Sukkot is technically over and our sukkah is down, but doesn't mean we can't still pray for that for everybody. So if you'll join me, we're going to read it in the English in the middle of page 26. Will you pray with me? Help us to lie down, Adonai, our God, in peace, and let us rise again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Decree for us a worthy daily lot, and redeem us for the sake of your great name, and enfold us in the wings of your protection. For you are our redeeming guardian. Truly a sovereign, gracious, and compassionate God are you. Guard our going forth each day for life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who spreads your canopy of east over all your people Israel and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu val kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We're going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to, instead of singing the Amidah out loud, I'm going to offer just some silence. You can say the words on the pages, which is on page, starting with page 51 all the way through page 60, or the prayers of your heart. You can stand, you can sit. I'll invite you to do whatever feels good for you, and we'll join back together in a few moments. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom, ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol eit ubechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. So as I've been thinking about this week, we have a really wonderful bar mitzvah happening tomorrow morning. I hope you'll all join us for that if you can. This is a kid who has worked really hard. He's going to blow your socks off, I promise you. It's Bart and Judy Lesson's grandson, and Laura and Kyle's kid, Amen. And so, the portion this week is Noah's Ark. And so destruction has been on his brain as we've been talking about. Why would God destroy everything? And I gave him the answer that I give most people. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and that God doesn't really resonate with me all the time. Naaman's like, oh, you got different versions of what God means? Yeah. That's the whole thing, 72 names. We talked about this. He's like, oh, yeah. And there were like 100 in English. I said, yes, you're correct. So I made sort of a conscious effort this week to look for the things in that story that brought peace, which meant that the destruction was over. The rainbow and the dove and the olive branch. And that's what I'm sort of holding on to right now. I'm not going to give a pulpit pounding message or purport to be an expert on politics or any of those things. What I am going to do is share something with you that resonated with me this week in such a deep way that I'm still sort of chewing it over. I don't know if you heard this, but on NPR, they interviewed Rabbi Sharon Brous and Imam Mohammed Herbert, who's an imam somewhere in Kansas. And Rabbi Sharon Brous, who's the founder of IKAR, she's a famous, if you think about famous rabbis of our generation, she's on the Times 50, 100 rabbis to watch or whatever. I don't know. She's incredible. But the only thing I can keep thinking about is nobody needs to die. Nobody needed to die. Nobody needs to, it feels very I feel I'm holding, and I'm sure as you all are, holding so many truths at once. Right? This is a time when we're thinking about complicated narratives. We're talking about it, and an Instagram post or a Facebook post or an article is just not going to do justice to what and everybody's become a political advisor all of a sudden. It's wild. I mean, everybody has something to say, which is, part of the thing about social media. So I have had to take it all off my phone and just way back off because it's so painful. So Ari Shapiro asked, he's the interviewer who asked both the Imam and Rabbi Brous, what are you telling your congregations as they gather? And both of them said, like, it's our responsibility to reflect internally and then be a light to others. I was like, okay, I could get that. That's okay, right? And to acknowledge the real grief, right? The grief that everybody is feeling. And to create sacred space for one another. And Rabbi Brous brought something up that really has just been percolating. She said, there's sort of like people who believe violence is the answer here and people who believe there's another way. And I have to believe there's another way. I have to. I don't have the answer. And then at the end of the interview, it's a great interview. You should listen to it. At the end of the interview, I think he always does a pretty good job. At the end of the interview, he asked, what do you want to say to each other? Because the humanization of people is what's missing in a lot of this. Like, we're talking about people. Like one and one and one and one, like people. And they each said to each other, I'm just going to read what she said. I'm holding you and your community, your beloveds in your mosque, and their families in my hearts and prayers. And I know that there's a better way for the humanity that we can walk together towards peace, dignity, and justice for all people. And I appreciate you being a partner in that work. And he said, I share the same sentiment. I feel the same way. That we have to have a conversation. And that, like, I just am, I'm not living in a reality where I don't see what the issues are. And I don't see about defense. And I'm not living in like, and I'm not feeling anger. But that really gave me a little glimmer of hope this week. So I'm holding on to the olive branch and the dove and the rainbow. And that was it for me. The other thing that was when I was away last weekend, which was a long standing commitment. My brother turned 30 and it was a lovely weekend. But he and I were he was driving me to the airport and there was this rainbow and I just like burst into tears. He's like, what? I was like, do you see it? He's like, yeah. And it just like, that's the thing that I'm holding on to. And then remember the rainbow after Simchas Torah? If you were here on Simchas Torah, we had this like beautiful, and then there was a rainbow in the sky. Apparently there was a double one, but I guess I missed it. It's fine. I'm not that mad about it. But like, I just have to believe there is some glimmer of hope somewhere, even if I can't see it right now, because that's what's going to get me through. And I do see some glimmers. I see the glimmer here. All of you glittery, glimmery people and our community. So I continue to pray deeply for peace and an end to all of this, and the ability to be exactly who we are in the present moment in a time that feels difficult to do so. So I'm grateful for each of you for giving us each other that space tonight. May it be a Shabbat Shalom, please God. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Okay, so we're going to take a second now to think about all of those people who are in need of healing, spiritual healing of body, healing of mind. For me, I'm thinking about all of the people who have been injured over the last 2 weeks. Every single person. And praying for healing for a place that we hold so dear. I'm also thinking this week of Larry Goodman and Joyce Holbrook and Janice Book, and Stephanie Huey, and Richard and Joe Koski, and Mickey Berg, and Barbara Saul, Sharon Burns, Tom Rutan, and Linda Tashbook. If there's anybody else you're thinking of this evening whose name you'd like to share with our community, who you're praying for healing, I invite you either to stand or raise your hand and share those names aloud with us if you choose to do that. Thank you.
Ida Siegel, Jim Latt.
Thank you. Thank you. David Ben-Ruvain, Malka. We turn together to page 67. Mi sheberach Avotenu Mekor habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu Mekor habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We're going to continue with Aleinu, which is on page 74. I invite you to rise as I open the ark. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchokenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Okay, to take a seat for a moment. Hold on to what is good, even if it is a handful of earth. Hold on to what you believe, even if it is a tree which stands by itself. Hold on to what you must do, even if it's a long way from here. Hold on to life, even when it's easier letting go. Hold on to my hand, even when I have gone away from you. This week we are in a period of Shiva, the first 7 days of mourning for Florine Mark, sister of Mickey Berg, mother of Sherry Mark, and mother-in-law of Abe Slame, grandmother of Renee and Dan and Eleanor and Sophie Ruiz, and aunt of Seth and Lorelai and Charlie and Zachary and Maxwell and Genevieve Berg. We are also in a period of Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Eiichi Hayashi, father of Amiko Hayashi, Dwayne Tengler, stepfather of Janice, father-in-law of Damon Goldsmith, and loving grandpa of Mara, Marvin Lesson, beloved cousin of Bart and Judy Lesson, Barbara Boyajian, beloved sister of Les Davis, Jerry Yates, sister of Carolyn Comey, Calman Schneider, cousin of David and Kathy Sloan, and Jackie Harris, our cousin, Harris family cousin. This week we also recall the Yartzites, the anniversary of the deaths of Bernard Hirschfeld, father of Michelle Simpson, and Jean Hirschfeld, mother of Michelle Simpson, Robert Simpson, father of David Simpson, Lenore Jaffe, mother of David Jaffe, Edgar Perisman, father of Erica Perisman, Henry Meyer, father of Claire Gled, Gianna Tauber, mother of Susan Tauber, and Benjamin Wengrow, father of Irv Wengrow. If there's anybody else that you are saying Kaddish for this evening whose name you'd like to share with our community, I invite you to do that. Thank you. We rise and join together for the Mourner's Kaddish, which is on page 78. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divera chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayed zechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei olmaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitazar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudesha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata za'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved here and everywhere. To which we say, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. May it be a peaceful Shabbat and a peaceful weekend. May you find some joy in your Judaism and in just being together. Thank you all for being here. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Oh, announcements. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you. Bruce, will you share some announcements with everybody? I invite you to take a seat just real quick. Bruce has some announcements. Sorry. Come on, Harris. Like, what, you've never been here before? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shabbos, everybody. Hope everybody is safe, well, and healthy. Our Never Again collection drive for Israel has a successful first week. Generous Sher Tikva families filled an SUV with outdoor protective clothing, first aid supplies, flashlights, non-perishable food, socks, underwear, and personal hygiene items. Today, more first aid items and a piece of body armor was received. Drop your items off here Monday, Wednesday, or Friday between 10 and 3 p.m. or during Sunday school until noon. Call Joyce May with questions or to volunteer to drive future loads to the distribution center. Sher Tikva teens are headed to Washington, D.C. for a special program at the RAC, Reform Judaism Religious Action Center. Please consider donating to the Youth Scholarship Fund to help all our interested teens participate. Call Carrie Creo for more information or grab a CST donation envelope on the lobby table on your way out. On Sunday, October 19 at 10 a.m., a 2-session social justice series is beginning. Our Barry Rubin will facilitate the sessions focusing on the relationship between racism and mass incarceration. The book, The New Jim Crow, is recommended but not required. Email Carolyn to register. November 2 and November 7th, November 2nd and 7 p.m., Sher Tikva is hosting a special viewing of the play 8 Nights at the Detroit Public Theater. This special evening will include snacks and an open bar prior to the show, and a talkback led by Rabbi Elisha and Michael Leibson, and the producing artistic director and the cast after the show. Register online for tickets, follow the link to your e-blast, and contact Carolyn in the office. Shabbat Shalom. And tomorrow we're having a bar mitzvah here.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was gonna get it. That's a good idea. Yeah, thank you. How am I gonna finish? I also want to say that Shubbat and I and a few other faith leaders in the area have been putting together a interfaith peace prayer evening. So that's coming out, it'll be in the next 2 weeks. Just like we have folks from different mosques in the area and people from different churches and us and whoever else we can gather together just to we're not talking about anything. We're just praying for peace. That's really our plan. Yeah, the bar mitzvah tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. Also, if you're thinking, how else can we support what's going on in Israel right now? Karen B'Kavod is an organization that's doing a lot of fundraising and justice work on the ground in Israel. So they are a great organization to give to if you're thinking where else how can I help? And I don't want to give stuff. So what do I do? Karen B'Kavod they're working with the Reform movement to help people who have had to relocate. So that's happening. Yeah. Ooh, yay. This is the new one, right? This is the new one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So first and second graders make these with Maura Jan. And this is a new one for this week. So and this is, I love it. A rainbow is perfect. The best. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Oh.